Hello chickens, have you missed me? I've missed you. Well, I'm back. It's Angela, of course, and it's Friday, and as promised I've got a little video for you. And yes, for all those wonderful people that have been asking, it's a little mini garden journal. Well, I've put in some birds and some other images as well, so but it's about gardens and what we find in them. So here it is. So I hope you're excited. This is such a cutie. I've added some extra goodies in here. So I hope you enjoy what you see. I'm going to give you a little flip through of this little one. It is really lovely, and I really had such fun finishing this off this morning. So I'm really happy with it. So I hope you'll like it too. Perfect for that gardening friend or somebody who loves to sit in the garden or work in the garden. So if you're looking for those special birthday gifts or, even Christmas gifts, this is the answer for you. All right, so I'm going to put that to the side. I will share that with you in a mo. I just want to show you the kit quickly. As usual, I have a digital kit in the US letter size, so that's 8.5 times 11 inches, sorry. I also do the A4, that is 8.125 inches by 11 3/4 inches. All right, just in case you're wondering. Okay, so I do printed kits as well, as you know. So with the printed kit, you'd get 2 sets to make 2 of these mini journals. All right, so I've given you options for covers, like I like to do, because then it gives you more options for gifting, and I like a little bit of change, don't you? Right, so we've got our covers. This is the first one, and the one that I've put on the front here. Love this lady, Gertie, as Judy calls her. Right, so we've got that one there. And then the second cover I have is this lady here. I love this page, and it was perfect for this. Still got the little dog, got the butterflies and the little hedgehogs and all the little animals that appear in my garden, so you're seeing it all in here. All right, this is our page that we put onto the back, or I stick this page onto the back of this. It gives a little bit more rigidity and strength. I love this as a new page I've made. It's distressed, it's beautiful, it's very subtle because you're going to put things on here, so I don't want it to scream out at you. I use 160 GSM paper because I get that question often, and I have done it again here, and that gives you about 320 grams, which is a good cardstock weight for a cover. I do the same with the ephemera as well. Now, if you're wanting, well, what's 160 GSM in pound weight, Angela? Well, that's 60 pound weight. Or if you're doing it double, you're looking at, I think there's one that you guys get called 110, and that's what it would be. All right, so that's how we do that. I am going to put a little video together on Tuesday, just because I've added a few things. So we're going to do an update on how to construct this. I'll do that on my Tuesday evening video. All right, so those are the covers. That's the lining page. This page is a nice beige plain page, also distressed, very subtle, but this is the one that I stick onto the back of my ephemera or anything that needs printing on the back. Now, if you buy a digital kit, you can print whatever you like on the back. What I do for all the ladies that order the printed kits, I print this on the back of the envelope, the flip up, and the ephemera. All right, so this is what you get. There are 5 pages that require that. Okay. So here is our little folio. This goes on the inside cover. You'll see all of this when I'm paging through. That's the little pocket that goes onto the folio. These I've put here as little folio closures, so the coin closure. And that's for a belly band that you'll see later on. Of course, you can mix these up in any which way you want. You don't even have to make a mini journal. You can make a mini folio and do something completely different. That it's not just down to that. Here's our little half page that we fold up. I put pockets on these, you'll see that. And then this is the belly band, and that goes on the middle there when you fold that in half. There is a fold line there. Okay. I've given you 3 envelopes again, so you have choices. I've added one that has birds, so I quite like that. You've got your little tabs here that you can cut and use in whichever way you choose as well. So we've got a new one with birds, and that was lovely. I've got a new lady, but I put this in because I wanted to show you a real English country garden. And I know it's a country garden because there's no terrace housing here. Our houses are in town, a lot of them are joined up. But this is a real country garden with little shutters, loads of roses. She's pruning and sorting her flowers out. And that was that there. So I love that. Okay, these little circles, I'm going to show you on Sunday some ideas of what to do with them. So I haven't used them in the journal today, but there are 2 completely different uses for these. These are little fussy cuts for you to add as decorations. So that's one of the new things I've added. This little bit goes onto a specific place, onto a double folded pocket on the back cover. Some more butterflies and little elements for you to cut out. And this is another one of the envelopes. So this is one that you've seen before. So you've got this one and then those 2 new ones. You can use them in big journals as well when you fold them all up. Okay. This is the little back, well, I'm moving it upside down because that's the right way, but when you fold it, it needs to be this way. Right, so this goes onto the back cover, and that little bit there fits onto this little bit over there. All right, so that's how it all goes. But if you're not sure how this all fits together, you can either look at my last construction video or wait until Tuesday if you want to see how I've done it. It's just a few changes, nothing major. These are 2 pockets, and that goes together to make a little altered paper clip. All right, so that's that. Then we've got a little pocket here. We've got a little flip up there. I print on the back of these 5 pages. So the 5 pages that you print on the back of, I put in one file, and well, there's 10 pages in here now that you don't print on the back. I've kept those separately, so it's easier for you when you're printing. So you've got 2 little pockets here. We've got little bits of ephemera, lots of new bits here. Those are all new. That's new. This is all new on here. Some washi tape to decorate on there usually, or wherever you choose. So that's the first one, and as you can see, I've printed that on the back so that when you cut out your flip out, you've got no white paper on the back. And sorry, the flip out's this one. All right, here is a little envelope. Again, I've printed on the back of this. This is a journal page, and again it's printed on both sides. All right, so that's that. I've got 3 tags here. We've got a little envelope, some ephemera, and some quotes, and again I've printed on the back. And then we've got large tags, some little decorative elements, and some little pieces of ephemera there. Okay, so I've got a couple of new bits in here, and some, there's quite a few, half of it's new and half of it I've resized or whatever from my other kit, because some of my favorite pieces, I just had to, I had to bring that in. And I love this postcard. So I've brought in some of my favorites, but a lot of these, those, you know, this lovely couple, they knew that I made. All right, so there we go. I've printed on the back of that as well. Right, now here I've added 2 pages because I did not do a garden altered book page for you for the big journal. We had enough pages as it was. I've created these 2 as mini pages. So you've got 4 mini pages. What I've done is I've used these, all 4 of these, I've cut them in half. You can see the cut line there, and you just trim off the edges. and you can use them in this little journal or whichever journal you like. It's on a altered book page that I got that's no longer in copyright, so you don't need to worry about that. And then I've just done my thing with them. Now, if again, as a digital, you can do whatever you want on both sides, but as a printed kit, I've printed these on each other. So you have got printed pages that you've got 2 like that and 2 like that. So you can just put 2 of them into a journal and use the other 2 for another one, but I actually put all 4 in. What I did was, when I folded it, I made those 2 the fronts, and then when I folded these 2, I made those 2 the fronts, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's what I've done. Well, it would have gone like that and like that. Okay, so that's really what I did. Okay, so that's our little digital kit. I started off making these and I had 13 pages. We're now up to 17 pages. It's getting bigger and bigger. But you know, I keep thinking of things that we can add and do. So it does grow. I do love the colors of this kit. I hope you guys do too. All right, so I'm going to just move this out of the way, I think. And before I do a little flip through, well, let's just put that over there for the moment. I have got a little ribbon and lace bundle to go with this. It's everything that I've used to decorate this journal. It's perfect for this little mini. But of course, if you didn't manage to get any of my other gardening bundles, this would also work very well. All right, so you just slide it in here. Here it is. I've used the same closure because it is perfect for this. All right, so you've got 1.5 meters here and 1 meter of everything else. So some of these are new and some of these are ones I've used before. So I've got a mix again, and I've just added a free meter of well, I think it's 0.5 meter actually. This is what you need for your folio in the front. All right, so there you go. I love this one because it's the double-sided colors. I love it. It's my fave. And then so you've got 14 bits, different varieties here, and plus this. Okay, so that's that. We've got these are in my website shop. Yeah, and this is also in my website shop, and the digitals and the printer kits are also in my Etsy, but unfortunately I only put these in my website shop because I don't want to charge you the extra exorbitant fees that Etsy charge. So guys, I do that purely to keep the price low for you. All right, you get these wrapped in tissue paper. If you've had stuff from me before, I adapt the tissue to the theme. And then I've got paper bags as well. All right, so you can use the paper bag to craft as well. So that's it. Okay, let's move this out of the way and get to the main event. So here we have it. Let me just measure this, although it will be slightly different. Just remember, if you print things with a border or without a border, you're looking at about an 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch, slightly different. And of course, if it's an A4 piece of paper versus a US, there's also a 1/4 of an inch difference in the width. All right, so just bear that in mind. My one came out at just over 6.5 inches. Okay, so it might be slightly different. It's hard to say this way because I've folded it around. Let's see. You're looking at about 11 centimeters or 4.5, just under 4.5. Okay, and this way was about 17, just short of 17. Okay, so it's quite a chunky. It's got lots of things. You can put as many tea stain or pages in here as you like, but it's super cute. Okay, so I've sewn this in, and I always like to put a bit of rickrack or lace down here just to cover the sewing. So that's what I've done there. And then I've used this cover, but you can use any of the covers. All right, there are 2. So we've got this on the front, and we've got Gertie's shed on the back. You know, I do actually have a great aunt Gertie. She was my granddad's eldest sister. Right, so there we go. Isn't that cute? Right, so there we go. We open that up, and here's our little folio. Look how cute those little daisy flowers look there. And you open that up. I should have stuck something on there, and I didn't. Naughty. Here's the little pocket, and then I've just put 2 pieces of ephemera in there. And as you can see, I have printed on the back. Okay, so that goes in there, just like that. And really, as I always do when I'm making this, I always forget. I was going to use an eyelet, and then I changed my mind and it was too late. So that's what that's for. And then we've got our first little green pocket here. I've used 4 little bits of die cut leaves, really. 2 on this one and 2 on the other, that's it. The rest is all just the decorative bits. So here's a little bit and a bigger bit. And those go in there. I've used the little fussy cuts here and the little butterfly on this one, and I've used another one on the back and the other butterfly on the back there. I've got a little tag in there. Cute. This is the little half page I was referring to, and there's my friend. It looks like my friend Debbie. Debbie, are you watching? I've made that a little pocket, that piece of ephemera, and this is the lady in her English country garden, and she's looking after her roses. And then this is the first of the large tags, which I really like. So that's one of the envelopes that go in there as a pocket. Here's the back of the English garden, and I've just put a little bit of lace on there. Here's that little upright pocket. I've just put one of those sentiments, a little bit of lace, and that's the workbench. And then this lovely lady, this is another one of my favorites, so I used it again. And she's just peeking out there. I added lace on the end of this. The lace is really lovely. Here's a flip up of a shed, and we've got our little pocket in there. I've used a bit of the washi tape and used one of those fussy cut elements. Everything you need except the little die cuts are in this kit. And if you're wanting the ribbon and lace, then I mean, it's just your glue and scissors you need. That's it. This didn't take me very long to put together. It'll take you an afternoon. It really, a good 4 or 5 hours, maybe longer if it's the first time you've done it. But yeah, I always enjoy putting these together. Right, that goes in there. Here's one of those, the first of the little altered book pages I put in. I've added the tabs to the pages, so you can see those are all altered book pages in there. And there we go. And then I've added my little altered paper clip in there, and I've just tucked in this little one underneath there. You can tuck whatever you want underneath there. So that was really cute. Right, I've added tea stain pages. I use 3 tea stain page. I'm going 3 when showing you 2 fingers. 3 sheets of tea stained paper. It's the last. I need to make some this weekend. Hopefully the weather's going to hold up. I've added this beautiful little birds on a nest. I love this image with the 3 little chicks there because it's so cute. I did use my crushed olives. Let me just grab it for you to decorate most of the edges. So it's this one, crushed olive. It was really nice to use for this. It just made all it's like a limey green, really pretty. So that's going in there. Then I've added a piece of very pale blue parchment paper, which I've had for ages. I've alternated it then with some tea stain paper, and then again one of those little altered book pages. So that's what I've done there, and they look so cute. And then some more tea stain paper. So I took the 3 sheets and the parchment and I've cut them in half, and then I've folded each one together, leave them together, and then I've trimmed off the edge. But I will show you how I do that on Tuesday, just to remind you. You can have a little craft with me. So another book page. It just adds interest to the pages, doesn't it? And then parchment, some tea stained paper. This is a yellow parchment, very pale. Another one of those pages. Yeah, and that's what I've done there. So I've just interleaved all 4 of those in here, and I thought it added nicely to the interest of these pages. Okay, got my little envelope in here. I've used just one of my little wooden pegs that I have. I actually use these for Christmas cards. I've taken one of the little elements there. I've just added a petal, a paper petal. And then I did use the scrap of fabric that I had over and put 2 bits of lace. And then there's the envelope like that. Right, so that just goes on to the end of this page like that. And then I've just used this to keep it in place. Here's my belly band, and I've added 2 little bits in there. So this is the postcard. And here's the little envelope. I've folded it all up. And so that just goes, can't remember now, something like this. So there we go. Here's the little bird envelope. Isn't that so pretty? Look at the wings. And then we've got that lady working on her seed beds there. And then that's the other side. And again, I've just put a strip of lace on there. This lace is so nice and flat, and it's so good to use. I love using it. Okay, so we've got 2 little birds there outside the back door. Looks like my place, where they're waiting for me to feed them, except they all sit in the tree because they know I'm up on the first floor. They're looking at me, but I have fed them. Go and eat your food, guys. Right, so we've got a little gingham pocket there, and then another little birds outside their bird box, and then one of these little ones, which is adorable. I've just laid those goodies up there and added the butterflies, etc. So that's the other side of that half page pocket. Then I've added 3 bits in there. After decorating that the same way as I did in the front, I've added that little one. I've added these. I love these. This is so cute. Oh, I'm sad. I just love the animals. No, I promise I do love people. Get in there now. Oh, I'm gonna struggle. And then this little one as well. All right, so we've got that there. And then this is the final bit on the back, which is that pocket folded up. Add a little bit of lace there, a little sentiment, that little bit, which is just too cute. And then I've added some bits in here. So I've just taken a bit of ribbon, I've folded it over, look, and stuck on a little daffodil flower head there. And then I've just cut them like little banners. So that goes in there. Oh, then I've got this little one, which is, I love that one too, the workbench. So that goes in there. And then we've got these 2, this couple at the allotment with their dog. Allotment in this country is a piece of ground you rent from the council, and you grow veggies and things on. And then this is just a catalogue, vintage catalogue from 1888. Look, there's Queen Victoria over there. So these 2 go in here. And there we have it. Isn't that so cute? Now, as I said, I've got those little circles. I've cut them out over here like that. And I hope to show you what I do. I've got 2 different ideas, and I'll show you both of those on Sunday. So we are going to add to this on Sunday. All right, guys, so this is just how we close it. Really easy. Goes one way and then the other, like that. And pull it a little bit. I'm not good at doing ribbons on the video. I think it's just the pressure of it, the thought of it. But that didn't work out too badly, although they're not quite right, but there we go. Right, so we've got our little our little journal there. We've got our kit, which you can pick up if you're interested in my website or Etsy shops, and a little ribbon and lace bundle to put it all together. And I think this would make a great gift for any occasion. But if you're wanting to make a head start and try the different covers and options, you've got loads of time to do this for people for Christmas. Yeah, they can add in their gardening plans, you know, all the different notes they want to make of how they do things. It's not cumbersome. It fits so nicely into a little purse or bag. All right, everyone, take good care of yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.